Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, Old School Gunner. Well, where do we start? Gunnosaurus is still here, guys. Normally bringing us luck. But he couldn't bring us any luck today. No doubt, we were out of luck, guys. Yeah, what can I say? We lost. Was it unexpected? No. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be a difficult game, with all due respects to Everton and to Arsenal. I thought it was going to be a difficult game. We haven't lost that often this season. It's only our second defeat in the league. Okay, it's coming off the back of the defeat to Man City. Whether that had an adverse effect on the team or not, hard to say. But yeah, we lost to Man City in the cup, and now we lost this league. And it was a big game, It was a hard defeat to take. But it is only our second defeat this season, and our first in September. It's how the team react to it is the question. We're top of the league. We're still 5 points clear, 11 on games with City. We do need to bounce back and bounce back fast. The team has been in very good form this season, so I'm not going to criticise them. And to be honest, I'm not going to criticise Arteta. There's a lot of fans overreacting, this, that, and the other. Okay, we're going for the league. We're not just going for top four. Fair enough, yeah. And if you looked out today and you didn't know which team was going for the league, was it Everton or Arsenal? Which team was challenging? You think it was Everton for large periods. We were definitely lacking a bit of fight, maybe a little bit of character, energy. Definitely, they had much more energy than us. The case they had a couple of guys like Mopé, of course, scumbags like him, cheating. But with the players we had out there, regardless of what went on in the transfer window, we had enough to win the game. For whatever reason, we didn't. The performance wasn't up to scratch. But like I said, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon like a lot of other YouTubers and completely slate the team or slate Mikel Arteta, because they have been good this season. And like I said, it's only their second league defeat of the season. And I mean, the cup defeat to City, I don't think there's a team in the league could beat City at their ground, to be honest, at the moment. Yeah, disappointing, of course. I mean, very disappointing for all Arsenal fans. Really knocked us for six, to be honest. We should have been more motivated and more up for it going into the game, because there was a lot at stake. That is one thing that can be levelled at Arteta and the team. The performance was not, it was lacking. We go again, guys. I mean, we've got Brentford, and then I think it's Manchester City. So we have to dust ourselves down and pick ourselves up. That's basically it. Look, these things happen in football, I had a bad feeling before the game. I was nervous, I'm not going to lie. And that's the way it turned out. These are just my views on the game now. Yeah. The goal, when it came, it was deserved, in my opinion. They had been dangerous throughout. And I take my hat off to Everton and to Sean Dyche. I'm a die-hard Gunner, guys. Let's not mix things up here, yeah. I wear my heart on my sleeve. But credit where it's due. They've had a tough run, Everton. And congratulations to them for today's win, yeah. Big up them, man. Big up Everton and Sean Dyche. But I have to say, I lost my train of thought there. But look, big up to Everton, yeah, and the big up to Sean Dyche. But on the other hand, Arsenal, we could have expected a bit more considering what's on the line now. There's a lot on the line. So we could have expected maybe a bit more from the team in terms of effort and application. But like I said, and I reiterate, guys, I'm not going to jump onto the bandwagon, those people slating Arteta and the team right now, because they have given us a lot of happy memories this season, and they have played very well in a lot of games, and we've had a lot of victories. We're top of the league by 5 points. Let's not forget that. But That's what I wanted to hit on. One thing that is concerning is that, okay, Lampard got sacked and Sean Dyche came in, and he obviously instilled that belief and that confidence into the team. They had a game plan, this, that, and the other. But they were rock bottom confidence wise. They have taken a lot of beatings this season. They have lost a lot of games. They're second from bottom, yeah. They're in the relegation zone, mired in the relegation zone. There's a reason Lampard lost his job. Now, the problem is we should have taken advantage of that. They are low at confidence. They're in a low ebb. Okay, they came out with a bit of bluster and they played with a bit of thunder and they got stuck in and they got amongst us. But one goal would have taken the wind out of their sails. It would have knocked the stuffing out of them. You know what I mean? Because they are rock bottom in confidence at the moment as a team. So one goal, it would have put paid to that confidence. You can be sure of it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah. On today we were beaten and well beaten, and we can't have any complaints. The best team won, and best of luck to Everton for the rest of the season. But one goal would have put the cat amongst the pigeons, and all their confidence and their forward play and their pressing, it would have just evaporated into dust, and we would have just taken control. And that's what we should have been aiming for, to put the game to bed. You know what I mean? Get the goal, they're done. Unfortunately, we couldn't do that. Unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. Yeah, what can I say? Very, very disappointing. I had a bad feeling before the game, like I said, and that's the way it turned out. You know what I mean? Let me just look at the league table there now, guys. All right, we're still top. 5 points clear. 3 wins over the last 5. 3 wins, 1 draw, and of course, the loss today. Seems strange even saying that, yeah, the loss today. But yeah, we lost. And to the bottom team. Now they're third from bottom now. That was their first win in 5 games. They lost 3 in a row. And then they get the win against the team top of the table. Yeah, heads will roll probably because of that. And there's a bit of criticism to be had. But let's not overreact to. Second loss. 16 wins from 20 and we're 5 points clear. But now the team have to man up. Now it's going to be like a shot in the arm. Where can we go from here and what can we do this season? It's going to be put up to the team. It's not going to be easy. Going to rest Jay in the house, man. Big up, man. I'm fuming too, trust me. You hear my voice? I was shouting, you know what I mean? But shouting at the TV. But look, honestly, what can I say, man? Yeah, Martinelli, he looked like he ran out of gas, but he was up against Skool, man, yeah. Just think of the contract extension, this, that, and the other. He didn't do himself any favours today. Saka was double teamed every time he got the ball. There was 2 of them on him, and they were pressing and they were tight. And it was hard to get past. And Ketia, he did his best. Odegaard fluffed his lines. The defence were okay. We handled their attack well enough. They were menacing at times, Everton. They were playing on the front foot and they were playing with a lot of positive aggression and a real energy. So the defence stood up well and Ramsdale stood up well. Of course, from the goal from the corner, Ramsdale was helpless, as was Odegaard. We had no way to hold them out there. We couldn't do anything. We got caught with our pants down from the sets, and we're causing problems from the set piece all day long. You know what I mean? They were causing us problems from the set piece all day long, all game long. Yeah, it was disappointing. I'm not going to lie. What can I say? I'm a diehard Arsenal fan through and through. I love the club. I always have. It's a team I supported since I was a boy. So my reaction now is a bit gauged. You know what I mean? But the one thing I would say to you, Gunnar SJ, man, and you're right in everything you say. Let me put those comments for you, my friend. You deserve a bit of, you deserve your comments to be put up here. One thing I would say to you, my friend, and I'm agreeing with you, yeah, I'm not going to completely overreact and spit out the dummy. Arteta and the team have been doing well this season, yeah. It was a bad day at the office, a very, very bad day. Our worst performance of the season, no doubt. The one thing that annoys me is that Everton were rock bottom. Okay, Lampard got the sack, Dyche came in. He instilled a bit of confidence and belief in the team, and they had a game plan. But that could have easily been shook. We could have easily upset them like they upset us because they're low in confidence right now. All they've been doing is losing all season. They're second from bottom when they played us. Now they're after moving up with the 3 points. But when we played them, they were second from bottom. They've been getting hammered week in, week out. They've been losing games, losing games, losing games. All of their confidence, all of their pressing, all of this, all of that. If we had scored one and went in front, that would have evaporated. And all the defeats that they've had this season, the slump, that would have come back, and the confidence would have been drained out of their team. Arteta should have made that clear to the players. We get on top, we push them back, and we score a goal, and we silence the crowd, and we silence the fans, we silence the team. We shut them down. If we had scored one goal, everything would have changed. If we had got ahead at the start, if we had got that goal, I think we would have went on to win the game. Because they would have just evaporated all of their confidence, all of their belief. Their game plan would be gone out the window. They would open up and we would have them. Everything was riding on that. Arteta should have made it clear to the players. They're going to come out, hustle and bustle, a bit of bluster, but we're going to put them to bed. Yeah, he was, man, we were trying to sign him, we were trying to get Onana. We were trying to sign him, we were trying to get Onana. And you saw today why. He's an animal. There's no getting away from him. You know what I mean? He's just, as soon as he gets you by, it's like you're in the web of a spider. There's no getting away from him. We could have signed him, Eddie went for Jorginho instead. Yeah, I know. All the talk of us getting Onana, and you can see why he's hot commodity, I mean, his performance today, I didn't expect that, honestly. And I'm not being ignorant thinking we have the best team in the world, but I just did not expect that to happen. I just didn't see it coming. Simple as. So I don't know. Back to the drawing board, guys. Very, very disappointing. No more to say about it. We got shown up. Yeah. And like I said, big up to Everton, man. And if you didn't know which team was going for the league, you would think it was Everton. You know what I mean? If you didn't know which team were top and challenging, you would have thought it was Everton today. Because they were well on top. It's disappointing. I mean, what can I say? No doubt. It's one of those days, One of those days. No more to be said about it, I suppose. It is what it is, Onwards and upwards, guys. We'll try to get over this one. Ben White was poor, but he wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only one. I mean, they unsettled us completely. And when the going gets tough and they introduce a bit of physicality, we were found wanting. I was screaming in the second half for a bit of physicality, a bit of muscle. The one for that put up a bit of fight, be it right or wrong, was Zinchenko with Mopé. He had the gut and the spirit. He had the willingness for a fight. I mean, he wasn't going to let down. Yeah, we had patience at one point in the game. I remember we were quite patient and we were moving the ball nicely. And all of a sudden, we got caught again. And that was it. We were moving the ball nicely. We were doing some nice things out there. And it was constructive. But then, we just felt and it was disappointing. What can I say? We were well beaten in the end. I mean, we can have no complaints. And anybody that says otherwise, they're not living in the real world. Check the replay, guys. They were on top. They were all over us. They had us on the back foot. And we couldn't get free. They had us where they wanted us. You know what I mean? And we couldn't find an answer. You know what I mean? But definitely the physicality, they were on top. They were in control, and we were found wanting. and we didn't have an answer to their power. And we didn't have an answer to their pressing. They were on top of us. They were all over us. You know what I mean? Saka didn't get a kick. Martinelli was up against an inspired Seamus Coleman. And Coleman had guys backing him up as well. Martinelli got the legs on him a few times. Yeah, that's right. Onana, Gueye, and Dukor, they're just giants as well. These guys are big men. You know what I mean? They're big and they're strong, like you're saying, yeah? Physicality and stamina. These guys are big and strong. I mean, they were going in, you know what I mean? And they were standing up to the 50-50s, and they weren't shirking responsibility, and they were explosive. Reminded me a bit of Patrick Vieira back in the day. I'm not going to say they're as good as him, of course, because that man is one of the greatest midfielders to ever kick a ball. But they reminded me a little bit of Patrick Vieira back in the day. You know what I mean? He was unstoppable when he got the ball in midfield. They were trailing in his wake. Quick feet, big man. He could mix it up. Just ask Roy Keane. You know what I mean? So yeah, they reminded me of Patrick Vieira a bit. You know, unfortunately, when Vieira came on, it was the wrong Vieira. Respects to Fabio Vieira, yeah, but when Vieira came on, it was the wrong Vieira, guys. We needed a Vieira of old, yeah. We needed Patrick and not Fabio. But that's the way it is, guys. Huh? We live to fight another day. Say no more about it, man. Honestly, God Almighty. Fair disappointing. I'm not going to lie. When you consider what was at stake, yeah, there was a hell of a lot at stake. Big time, man. Yeah. I don't know what happened though. We lost to City in the cup. Yeah. Everything was going grand. We beat Spurs and we beat United, and they were good performances. We put them under all kinds of pressure in those games. The game against United, I've never seen us put a team under so much pressure as we put them under. They just cracked in the end and we made the breakthrough. And that's what we should have done today. But of course, United play on the front foot and they play attacking football. But so did Everton. Everton were pressing. It was effective, but they were looking to attack. They weren't just sitting back. We had a great win over Spurs, great win over United. Like I said, the pressure we put United under in the second half was unbelievable. But no, the team need to stand up and be counted. Let this be a lesson to them, yeah? They're on the way back to London now. They're probably back in London already. But let this be a lesson to them, yeah? Nothing is won in January. And we have a hell of a long way to go to May. Sorry, it's February, yeah? Nothing is won in February, guys. But we've a hell of a long way to go. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for us, but it's not going to be easy for City either. But now the cat is amongst the pigeons. The players are going to really have to stand up and be counted. If they want to be champions in May, it's going to take everything they have. Belief, strength, never say die attitude. And like today, they need heart. They need to play with everything they have. Today there was no leadership. There was no fighting going on. Apart from Zinchenko, he was well up for it. The rest of them, they were as soft as butter out there. We got taken to the proverbial cleaners. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's why they were on top. They were all over us. Anybody watching highlights later, it doesn't give you a real indication of how bad it was today. It was bad. They were well on top. They dominated, start to finish. We had that little spell at the start of the second half where we looked menacing, and they responded. And then they got the goal. And then once they got the goal, in my opinion, there was no looking back after that. We didn't have in hell after that. As soon as they went in front, we were done. Goose was cooked. You know what I mean? And they knew it. They had us. We couldn't get free. Martinelli was muted. Saka was muted. The whole chemistry of the team was just upset. And we couldn't get moving. We got bogged down numerous times. We just couldn't break free. They had us under the cosh, and we knew it. And the game was over. And that's basically the way it was. Say no more about it, That's what happened. Disappointing enough. Disappointing enough. I'm not going to lie. But look, it is what it is. You know what I mean? We can say no more about it. It was fair disappointing. But look, we bounce back, guys. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm being mild mannered now when I mean calm about things. But trust me, guys, I am 110% Arsenal. Look behind me, guys. I supported the club since I was a kid. You know what I mean? Since I 13 years of age, even younger. That was 30 years ago, guys. We just have to recover from this, I mean, it's a big setback. You have to support Tottenham now. Oh, yeah, against City. They're not going to beat City, obviously. Are they at home or are they away? If they're away, they're going to get stuffed. But we'll see, We'll see. Maybe Tottenham will do us a favour. Maybe they'll do us a favour. Maybe it won't be all doom and gloom around the Emirates and around Islington, around North London later. But we definitely got caught with our pants down. Tottenham Stadium, they might have a chance. Obviously, going up to City and playing them at the Etihad is like, it's a fortress these days, as we found out. We didn't play too bad in that game. Much better than we played. But we lost. And an L is an L, guys. And we're picking up a couple of L's now. We need to pick up a couple of W's. You know what I mean? Even a D would have been alright today. But an L, not good, guys. And like I said, Everton are second from bottom. They've just been getting beaten all season. Relegation zone. Yeah? That's who we were up against. One goal and all their confidence, all their bravado would have just disappeared. It would have just evaporated into the night sky. And we would have had them. It would have just evaporated into the Liverpool sky. And we would have had them. Trust me. That is what Arteta should have said. Because that is what would have happened. You know what I'm talking about, right, Gunnar SJ? They started the game well, yeah, and they played well. But they have been getting hammered all season. They're second from bottom. They were there for the taking. Mentally, they were weak. If we had gotten one goal, you would have seen their confidence completely evaporate. Nothing. They would have been done. But we couldn't make the breakthrough. Arteta has never won at Goodison. What a depressing stat. Yeah. The last time we won was when Wenger was in charge. I couldn't believe that when I heard that today. You know what? I was very nervous before the game, yeah? I was very, very nervous before today's game. And when I heard that, I thought I was hearing things. I thought, no, that can't be. That's actually true. So, saying more about it, man. Honest to God, I mean, you would have to wonder what was going on. You know what I mean? It don't make any sense. That's how I see things. But yeah, it is what it is, guys, It is what it is. Yeah, say no more about it. It is what it is, Yeah, can't do much more than that, guys, to be honest. Can't do much more than that. Gunnar SJ, honest to God, if we bottle Brentford at home, I'm not watching us play ball anymore. Yeah, I hear you, man. I mean, that now is a real 6-pointer, as we call it in the business. That's a 6-pointer. So we need to really get moving there. It's going to be an interesting one, no doubt about it. It's going to be an interesting one. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. We'll just have to see what happens, But yeah, guys. Man. Seriously, man. Let me ask you a question now. Let me ask you a question, Gunnar SJ. Do you think we're going to win the league? I know it's a big question. Honestly, man, in your heart of hearts, what do you think? Yeah? Do you honestly think we can win the league? Do you think we will be champions in May? I'm not so sure. And I'm a positive thinking guy, yeah, but I just think, look, we're first now, yeah. But I need a lot of convincing in the next game because we really need to get back into things. You know what I mean? We really need to get back into things. It's as simple as that. We can't be found wanting. You know what I mean? We need to be on it. Simple as you need to be on it. You know? Yeah, we need to be really on it. No doubt. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds, huh? But definitely, yeah, man, I'm worried too. You know, and like people can laugh and they can laugh at the Arsenal and say what they want and this, that, and the other. Yeah, they weren't laughing before today. We had them on the ropes. All I say is respect to Everton too today, man, for that performance and for that result. You got to take your hat off to Everton, man. If I saw Sean Dyche on the street, I shake his hand. And I'm a Gooner, you know what I mean? I'm Arsenal, and that's it. One club. I'm a one club man. But you got to big up Dyche, man, and big up Everton for the way they approached the game today. You know, they had a lot of spirit and a lot of heart, and no little skill. I'll big up Everton, man. They deserve it. You know, they deserve the credit for that win today because they did not have a lucky win. Yeah, there was nothing lucky about it. You know, teams from time to time they get a lucky win. Nothing lucky about today. They deserve that victory. As much as it pains me to say it, you gotta be fair in football, man, and I'm always fair as a fan. They deserve that. No more to say. Job done. You know what I mean? They had us on the ropes. They took advantage. They got behind us. They got in amongst us. And they settled us down. They just turned us over. But yeah, they turned us over. And we didn't have any answer to their tactics, their play. Everything was wrong. And we got what we deserved at the end of the day, as much as it pains me to say it. The best team won, and that's all there was about it. And we have to beat City at home and get a point at the Etihad at least. But we were at the. Oh yeah, we still have to go out to the Etihad, man. Oh god, I was thinking of the cup game. Yeah, sure, that was the cup game. Oh man, honestly. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. But let's see, can we bounce back from this? Yeah? Obviously, we need to bounce back. Yeah. But it was disappointing. I'm not going to lie. It was disappointing today. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, and big up yourself, man. And keep the faith. Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. You know what I mean? I mean that. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the weekend, man. And we'll be back. Yeah, let's not lose faith. Let's not use faith right now. Yeah, we'll be back. All right. Talk to you later. Man. Big up yourself. Peace.